thanks for joining us again for another episode of Topkat Studios Sessions. My name is Rebecca De La Torre, and today it's my pleasure to present one of my colleagues, someone who I've admired from afar for many years before even entering the professional music world myself, Russian-born concert pianist Anna Chepikova.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here. I'm very honored. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You're such a great pianist.
Thank you, appreciate
and it's wonderful because like finally my Steinway is having someone to give it a good spanking. She's gonna like really play this thing. It's amazing.
Oh.
So Anna, what's a good tune that you want to start with?
I would probably open with something that I get requests for a lot. One of those songs that I perform with pleasure and enjoy very much, and it gets requested pretty frequently. It's one of those Impressionist era compositions by Claude Debussy.
Of course.
Clair de Lune.
Please.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. I've never seen that performed live in person. Everyone's heard that song before. It's so beautiful. Clair de Lune. It's so absolutely gorgeous. Thanks so much, Anna, for sharing that with us.
Pleasure.
That was great. That was awesome. And I got to watch, I'm like right here at the front row of a classical pianist concert right here. No, seriously. So you were born in Russia, right? Tell us a little bit about about your childhood, how you started to learn to play piano and all that. I think you said you learned by ear, right?
If we had all day, I would probably need like 8 hours would be probably story, at least for 8 hours long.
Actually, we've spent a few hours talking about this, so I know it's true.
Of course, it's pretty fascinating. And I was born in a city called Leningrad. Then later it was renamed to St. Petersburg.
Okay, okay.
I started hearing music, I would say, at about age of 2, 2.5. I had older sister, and she was taking lessons she was about 6 at that time, and I was 2, couldn't really talk or walk properly.
She was taking piano lessons?
She was taking piano lessons, and basically what happened, and again, I couldn't remember it, only I know that from stories that my mom told me. The teacher who was coming to our apartment, our house in apartment building we lived in, that was teaching my older sister. She noticed that I was at age of 2, about 2.5, pushing keys and repeating, singing with my voice, and on the right pitch. I was kind of singing back the notes correct on the right pitch, and the teacher who taught my sister told my mom, this girl needs to be taught piano.
Because you've got the talent. She saw it early on. Yeah.
That was the story that I was told, that I cannot possibly remember because I couldn't really even talk properly back then.
Exactly. No, that's awesome. So you were basically playing music before you could even talk.
I think so, and walk. Either I couldn't walk.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, so how long did you live in Russia, or like around? What made you decide to come to the U.S.? Give us a little bit about your history there.
You know, everybody believes in a dream, and I didn't think I had that dream till I was about maybe 18, 19, about land of opportunity, what is known as land of opportunity, and I still do believe it because it is one of a kind country, never going to be
that you can appreciate because you didn't grow up here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
Means a lot.
No, I get it.
So kind of, in fact, a few of my friends told me, Anna, just try, since you like to do a little bit more than you're trained. I've played by ear, as you mentioned, since very early age, and probably kindergarten, maybe 4 years old and 5, and when kids were just kind of listening, and I was asked, Anna, could you play like a little Christmas song or something? I would play with my one finger by ear, age of 3, and then it developed into more maybe love for a little bit more popular music and a little jazz standards. So that kind of created a little bit of a maybe idea for me personally, not to be just classical, so to speak, but I had to continue and go through all the steps.
A classical program, which is what you're being taught. Yeah,
yes,
and this was in Russia.
Complete in St. Petersburg.
Okay, so if you were into jazz, that means you probably you did some improvisation, maybe even wrote some of your own stuff.
Some listening really helped, and a lot of, I wouldn't say like when people say what is your influence or who, it's not it should be easy question to answer, but I would say I've been influenced by so many, say, professors in music that I've been exposed to, music I've been listening myself and studying myself, so all those made an influence. Say it could be Debussy, some little intonations, it could be from Tchaikovsky, something from Mozart, or it could be something from Eric Clapton. You got me on my knees, Layla,
Exactly.
Chris de Burgh, never.
So you were exposed to a big variety of music, but because of the classical program that you were put through, you felt kind of constrained a little bit?
That's a good way to put it. I wouldn't say constrained. I felt like I had no choice. In Russia, I was just told, no.
This is what you're going to do.
If you have a gift, I truly believe when you do have a gift, say you're born with it, it's not enough. You're born with it, then gift tends to wear off fairly quickly. If you're born with it, see, we only know one Mozart. He was born with it, and he was 3 when he wrote this. Then it's hard work. Then it's this on the piano bench all day long. So then when talent becomes a little bit on the second place, then
a lot of people have talent, but not everyone puts the work into it.
Or maybe decide to quit too early.
Yes, okay, good point.
Unfortunately, it happens a lot,
So did you end up writing any tunes while you were in Russia? Or like writing any original material at all?
That's a good question. I would say I was about maybe, 18, first love. That never works out, or sometimes it does. But
awesome.
And definitely some little songs, interesting. I do remember, not many, but one maybe I remember pretty good. It's called Autumn. I wrote a song. I was actually standing, very clearly, vividly remembering that moment. I was standing in front of the window, observing that late September, October.
This was in
Fall.
St. Petersburg area.
Leningrad. That was
At the time, yeah.
At
Well,
the time,
everyone
same
here would
city.
know. Everyone that's watching would probably know St. Petersburg, but yeah.
Born in Leningrad, but left St. Petersburg.
Okay, gotcha. That's funny. Okay, so you were watching and you just saw the storm and you remember.
I was watching literally leaves just kind of, whirling around and kind of like looking at the sky, little thunderstorm, and just romantic feelings just kind of got all over me. And I was in love and talking to that nature as if nature was talking back to me.
Yeah.
And I was saying, осень, осень, that means autumn.
That's what I was
autumn.
going to ask you. Oshe?
Осень.
Osei.
Осень.
Осень.
Осень. There's a soft sign as a letter in Russian, which we don't have in English, but it sounds like осень. Autumn, autumn. I feel like you're talking to me. I know my wonderful person will always be with me, and but I'm still a little bit sad, and I have a little tear falling down my face. But maybe it's not a tear. Maybe it's just rain. That's what the lyrics say, because
so
I happen to compose both, and the lyrics just came to me, and that's what happened.
Let's hear it. I'm so excited to hear this song. That sounds
About
beautiful.
18 years old. Yeah, I think so.
So Autumn
17.
by Anna Chepikova.
Thank you. Ночной бульвар и свет луны посеребри лицо домов. Куда-то вдаль уходишь ты, не говоря прощальных слов. Осень, осень, метелью закружила осень, а в небесах гремит гроза о том, что ты как прежде ждешь. Осень, осень, я знаю, ты меня не бросишь, а по щеке бежит слеза, а может быть, это просто дождь. Пустой трамвай давно умчал, и вспыхла новая звезда. Зачем тогда ты промолчал? Я не права была тогда. Осень, осень, метелью закружила осень, а в небесах гремит гроза о том, что ты как прежде ждешь. Осень, осень, я знаю, ты меня не бросишь, а по щеке бежит слеза, а может быть. Метелью закружила осень, а в небесах гремит гроза о том, что ты как прежде ждешь. Осень, осень, я знаю, ты меня не бросишь, а по щеке бежит слеза, а может быть, это просто дождь.
That was so great. Okay, I have to say, Anna was like Oh, do you really want me to do it? It's in Russian. Do you really want me to do an original? Yes, that is so good. I can hear like autumn,
So
autumn. It almost sounds like someone's name. I mean, it's such a great song. That's really beautiful. That's so cool. That's so great.
You're
See, this is what we
beautiful.
need to
You're
hear
too
more of
kind. Thank you.
Anna's stuff because you get so much of your beautiful colors, and you can hear. You have to when you're 18. I mean, you can really hear all the influence, the classical and pop. You know, and the variety of influences are on your. You weren't just a classical.
I've always wondered when
person,
folks
so.
ask me that question about influence, who influenced? I can't really say.
Styles.
I think it is just
Yeah, for
variety,
you.
the package deal. My teachers influence, my professors, what they've studied themselves, and just hearing music and. It could be from, Led Zeppelin, ballads, so to speak, and, could be Rachmaninoff, too.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, wow, Rachmaninoff. That's crazy. I mean, which you played such a great variety of artists, like Tchaikovsky, Mozart, like you said, Rachmaninoff. I mean, Bach, I'm sure of so many things. What's another, like, old, maybe a classical piece that you'd like to share with us? Obviously, you did Clair de Lune, but what's something else you think?
Something else classical.
Well, anything you want to share with it. I'm thinking something that's maybe from a famous composer.
It could be by Bach.
Bach is fine, too.
Something like very
fun.
Baroque.
Baroque? It's a whole different style. I've never had anybody.
What? I didn't even think
I
about
haven't
it.
yet, and I may never have anyone come in and play a Baroque piece on this piano. So
This is actually impromptu.
yeah, totally.
Let's do
Well, that's
it.
what it's supposed to be. It's organic.
Oh, exactly. I love it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
It's funny when sometimes I hear, if you were a Victor Borge's granddaughter, what would you do if you played that? He would look if it was thunderstorm.
Right?
Seatbelt!
Right?
This is what I was talking about. Bach.
my gosh. I didn't know you were going to go right into that tune, so I was like, what was that? Oh, and then I realized you're actually going to play Toccata and Fugue. That's so amazing. That was so awesome. That was incredible. And I know, well, we just like pulled it out because I thought I didn't know what you were going to do, but I was like, well, let's transition into something from old school, you know, whatever. So hold on, let me get back to my cheat sheet here so I don't forget like what to talk to you about. Oh my gosh. So, okay, so obviously you got a great opportunity to study and to learn how to play piano in Russia, but it wasn't enough. What made you want to come to the United States?
It wasn't enough.
And do you want to say what, around what age, or it was?
It was too much. I think that's what made me want to come to America. I think it's, again, that land of opportunities to be able to do more than just classical and have more freedom about it.
Rather than just being put in a box.
Or somewhat, yes. I could say yes or no, but somewhat box, yes. I just kind of waited my opportunities. What I will be doing in Russia and versus here, more freedom and land of opportunity. I could do more and have more freedom. Maybe that's what it is.
Is it easier for you to come here?
It was fairly okay. It was okay. It was
okay.
Easy enough, yes. Yeah, you have to put effort to everything and work at everything. So,
but I mean, like, it wasn't like Russia wouldn't let you leave or anything like that. I mean, I don't know.
No,
so it wasn't that complicated or anything.
Good. No, yeah, it was.
Where did you? What city did you come to when you first moved here?
First, I moved to out of all places, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I really was.
Oh my gosh, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I would have thought New York, of course.
New York. A lot of people think.
Or
that.
LA or something. Yeah, but you went to Minneapolis.
I thought the weather would really be what I'm used to.
Similar, right?
But I didn't hear, drive shoveling and.
So you didn't have to shovel snow in St. Petersburg?
No.
Really?
I never drove a car in Russia.
That's so. Oh my gosh.
Never
oh,
drove.
wow.
You don't have to. There are bus stops on every corner, on every block, and then you just take a bus that will take you to the nearest subway.
Wow.
And subway will take you anywhere you want to go.
Well,
it's
especially
like
being
city,
in such
like
a big city.
Rome, Paris.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's easy.
And you know what's so funny is that actually Minneapolis doesn't have a bad mass transit system compared to Phoenix. So you went from there to Phoenix, which is it's improving.
Drastic.
It's working on it. But how long were you in Minneapolis, and then when did you come to Phoenix?
Minneapolis, I've been since 1996. I moved to America in 1996. Celebrated my become an American citizen in
Just
2003.
recently.
That was my 12th anniversary
That's right.
of being a citizen.
Congratulations! I'm so
Thank
happy
so
for
much.
you, and you're so
Proud
happy to
to
be
be
a
an
citizen.
American, of course. Oh, absolutely,
Awesome.
very much so.
Oh, that's
very
great.
much proud. And
Do you know, speaking of American, like what's a song that's like an American song that you've learned that you'd like to play for us?
I've learned.
Well, you know
I think
so
I was
many
11
tunes.
when. Oh, you know what? I think I had a bet. I think it was 10 when I learned that American classics because some of my schoolmates played it once, and I thought, oh, that is so cool. I'm going to learn it tonight. And I think I was
really?
about 10 and a half.
Here we go. Awesome. gosh! And how old were you? 10. And had anyone else played Joplin before? Or?
That was me. My first Scott Joplin experience when I was about 10 years old. I heard and I watched that
someone
girl,
else play it.
Same age. I think maybe she was a couple years older, but
yeah.
I opened just my eyes. This is so cool. She goes, yeah, it's American classics.
Oh, like I'm so important that I know those.
And
right?
I thought to myself, I'm gonna get the music and learn it tonight.
So you did. That's what I was going to ask you. So you got the music, and then you learned it that night.
Actually,
did you stay up all night studying it? Were your parents able to sleep?
Yes. Yeah. No. And you know what? They were not able to sleep for many years, as you know, because like I say, in our class we had about 42 kids.
Okay.
And maybe 41 or roughly maybe 39 were taking piano lessons.
Oh wow!
And who went all the way? People quit. It's just too much. So parents. Really, I'm blessed with my parents because they are the most patient. I always bow when I talk about mothers, all mothers,
yes,
and fathers who gave us what they did. And patience, yeah, you have to practice every passage numerous times, 8 to 10 hours a day, especially toward my master's degree, toward the senior year of conservatory, and basically play all day. You don't time it. Mom, I just got my 2 hours in. No.
Exactly.
You didn't get anything done. 2 hours is enough for me to warm up.
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah. Oh, and actually, that's true because I can't tell you how long she got here and she was just playing on the piano. And she's like, "I'm still warming up," and it's like she's been playing for like 45 minutes. Oh. That's great though. It's good for my piano. I'm so glad that it's getting played.
Got broken in a little bit.
I know, right?
Good.
And it's funny because like this was my grandmother's piano and I didn't exactly inherit it, but I'm buying it from my aunt.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
You've got it freshly tuned, I hear.
Just yesterday, just for you. Because Anna is so special.
Honey, so are you. I appreciate it. That's very humbling.
Let's see. You just celebrated your 12th anniversary. That's funny. This is one thing that we talked about. You said that just like what you were talking about, where the parents don't necessarily support the kids taking lessons and practicing. And you said even sometimes you have students where the kids don't get to practice because the dog starts barking.
It was about maybe a few years back. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of stories, but because I'm currently also active piano instructor, teach mostly now a little older.
Yeah.
But it happened. This girl was about maybe 7 years old, and they chose to just kind of give up fairly soon. And I said, the girl is singing on pitch. She dances when she hears music. How can you bury that talent? Don't bury it. At least give it a chance. And I asked him, we made a decision to take a break. That doesn't work, breaks. No, it means you don't take a break from, something that's constantly in your life. And you like music wherever you go, grocery store, music is everywhere. So if you give it enough try and she really it's not working out, that's fine.
I mean, like, put the dog outside.
And I asked how before the dog situation, I asked her, how long have you given it, the chance to give that girl to just kind of try it? 2 weeks, they said. So they didn't even give it a trial month. It's not still enough. So only after 2 weeks. Plus, we got a new puppy. And puppy starts making noises or barking as soon as we start practicing. And what does she practice at 6? It's not a whole lot of, sounds, but I can understand. So that was the reason, literally the reason they decided to...
Guys! The Topkat Studios mascot is a little miniature schnauzer. She's in the back because she would be in here barking and howling. Don't give the dog, or get her a keyboard with headphones or something and weighted keys so she can at least practice. That's horrible.
Good point.
I mean, there's workarounds. Don't bury any child's talent, like you said.
Especially, I would say,
because
that early on, it's okay to say give up. Well, when you've given your darnest, you've given your hardest, you've tried and it's like, especially, sometimes I hear quite a bit since you brought it up. She just can't stand it. She just doesn't like it. Has she given enough? You know what? In Russia, they will tell you don't like it only if you're gifted. If you obviously display signs of gift. They will tell you, well, that's too bad. How long have you given it? 2 weeks. So it's, I believe, up to a surrounding school, parent, whoever is surrounding you, around you, to kind of nicely, to just kind of keep you practicing. Don't let so early. Give up that early.
Exactly.
So kind of feels wrong, especially. You know what? Why? Maybe it could have been another Mozart.
You know what's so
Could
funny?
have been Tchaikovsky. And then they quit. It could have been another Tchaikovsky.
You know what's so funny? It's like, have you ever heard anyone say, I'm so mad that my parents made me keep taking piano lessons?
I've never heard anything like this.
Never.
I'm so grateful my parents let me quit.
That's what it
Never.
No, you never. I'm so grateful for my parents. Exactly. It's always like, I'm so grateful my
You
parents
are just
made me
so
stay in piano
right.
lessons.
You're so right. Especially I do teach adults. They typically say, you know what, they played some serious music, but then they take, 20, 30-year break, understandably. They're
Sure.
busy,
Life.
and parents get busy with their careers. Very understandable. I can very much understand and relate. But then they come back after 30 years, they're really ready. And then they say, I never
Should have quit.
should have quit. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's so funny. I didn't even need my cheat sheet for
Oh,
that.
good.
My cheat
You're
sheet
learning,
said
see?
I've never met a single
That's
person who
practicing.
said
That's what
I'm grateful
practicing
my
does.
parents let me quit. That's great. Well, show us something else. Give us another tune.
Another tune.
Whatever you want. Anything.
You know-
One of your favorites.
I always consider favorite, but I enjoy, plus my audiences like to request a lot.
Sure, absolutely.
Rhapsody in Blue, of course.
Oh, please.
Really?
Yes, are you kidding? Hello. Everyone always loves Gershwin. Let's hit this,
It's
girl.
American,
And
such American classic.
I don't know if that's ever been played on this piano. My grandmother probably knew it. She was a pretty
What an
heavy
honor.
classical pianist. But please, hit
I am
this.
honored to touch
I
this.
wish I
Thank
could.
you for
This is great.
trusting me enough to.
Oh, you kidding? Please
Thank
make
you.
it happen, girl.
So it will not be not probably. I'll just make some, so to speak, maybe a little medley of the main themes.
Gotcha,
We don't
gotcha.
have another 20 minutes. Maybe I'll make it shorter.
Do whatever you want to do.
Medley.
was waiting for that. That's so great. That was so awesome. No, that was great. No, I thought it was really very tasteful. And thanks so much for doing that. It's so great. It's so it's amazing how loud this piano is when like someone really playing it.
Have to do it.
No, you're
beautiful.
You're
tone,
playing
though.
it great. No, it's
juicy.
Definitely
rich.
juicy. Awesome. Well, Anna,
It's so
but
wonderful.
before we're done, where can people find out where you're playing and?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. I'm currently performing on a regular basis at the restaurant that is called Seasons 52.
In downtown Phoenix on 24th and Camelback.
Camelback at 24th at the Biltmore Fashion Park area. And my dates, nights vary, but most they're on weekends, Fridays, Saturdays. So.
Or is there a calendar online where
There's
people
a
can check?
website that I have.
What's your website?
It's annaspiano.com.
annaspiano.com.
Yes.
Okay, we'll put that one on the screen here so you can see.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I also have a Facebook page.
Perfect.
That if you like what you heard, maybe you can even like that.
Of course. Obviously, please like Anna's page.
Thank you. That's where I try to, if I remember.
Communicate all about all your gigs
definitely,
and stuff.
but upcoming
Wonderful.
public appearance, open to public.
Exactly.
Some private ones.
Obviously, we do a lot of private events because those are, definitely.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Great. Oh, of course. Okay, good. So we'll
Thank
make
you.
sure we get some links out there. And what's a song we can end with together? We talked about several ones. What are you thinking?
How Norah Jones sounds to you?
That's always
I
good.
think
It's good.
good.
Yeah, let's
do it. We're just
Okay,
gonna-
here we go.
yeah.
We're gonna do Norah Jones, "Come Away with Me."
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming away with us.
Oh, absolutely.
Coming
Yes.
away.
Thanks for coming
Very
away with
good.
us.
I just
Check
thought
it-
of that. Come away with me in the night. Come away with me, and I will write you a song.
Come away with me on a bus. Come away with me where they can tempt us with their lies.
And I wanna walk with you on a cloudy day in the fields where the yellow grass grows knee high. So won't you try to
Come away with me and we'll kiss on a mountain top. Come away with me and I'll never stop loving you.
And I won't wake up with the rain falling on the tin roof while I'm safe in your arms. All I ask
Is for you to come away with me in the night.
come away with me in the night. Come away with me.
Anna Chepikova on the piano, Russian-born pianist, American citizen here, happy to be here, and we're so happy to have you in
Happy
Phoenix.
to be here. I feel honored.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you so much,
I'm Rebecca
Rebecca.
Della Torre. Thanks so much, Anna, for being with us. Again, you can check out Anna at annaspiano.com. We have a link here for you. I'm Rebecca Della Torre. Thanks for checking out this episode of Topkat Studios Sessions. Have a great night.